Hey, sorry this is late. It's been the craziest week, but that's a really big surprise, seeing as though we're all in lockdown, but it's honestly been a struggle. But that's okay. Here we are. I wanted to get this out here because I know that this is super important. I just wanted to say that I really thoroughly enjoyed this 30-day class. I learned a lot. I learned things that I was expecting to learn, and then I learned a lot of things that I wasn't necessarily expecting to learn at all. But I, I really took away a lot of knowledge and impact from this class. And I would definitely recommend this online course to anyone who is looking to gain more knowledge into singing or even into knowing their voice, but may not be able to get to a vocal coach or one that they trust. So I would recommend this class to them. I learned a lot of good habits that I think are important. I don't get a chance to sing every day. I don't really have time being a single mom, but 30 days of doing something every single day kind of forced me to take that time for myself to work on and practice my craft. And I think that that's important in any talent or skill or whatever it is that you're learning. Taking time out for yourself to practice every single day, I think, is really important. And this is kind of like forcing me to do that. And I really appreciate that. I loved the daily exercises. So I've looked online on YouTube for vocal exercises in the past, and I've never really found any that I feel like sticking with. That they just don't really work for me. I don't know. I'm just kind of picky or weird or whatever, but I really appreciated these vocal exercises. I think they actually warmed up my voice and they stretched my range on my vocal cords in ways that other ones don't really do. I wonder if I have access to these videos for as long as I want them, months down the line, a year down the line. I don't know if I can save those videos or if I can always log on and have that be an option. But that's just a question. I really enjoyed the videos, like the instructional videos that Stevie put out. So they were clear, they weren't confusing in any way. There were lots of examples, there were a lot of instructions, there was a lot of detail. Which is great. Like I was kind of worried about what an online vocal class was supposed to look like. I didn't really think that you could learn much when you're not right in front of, your teacher, but I learned a lot from those videos. Like I was never once confused about what it is that I should be doing, what I should be working on that week, what my assignments were, the point that Stevie was trying to get across to us about whatever the video was that day. I was never once confused on that. I learned a lot. I took a bunch of notes. So I think that Stevie did a fantastic job with that. It was great watching him work with different styles and different levels of artists. So I could see how he tackled, artists and singers who don't really sing at all, and then some who have this type of background, and then some who have a different type of background. It was really interesting to see the different teaching techniques that he had with them, or feedback that he had with each and every one of them, but how they all kind of tied in with each other and got the same point across. So I thought that was great. I loved the peer feedback after our assignments were turned in, because you kind of get you get to see how your audience reacts to what you put out, which is, the main goal is for you to sing in front of an audience and have them have a positive feedback for you. I would have liked to had some specific feedback on some of the videos from Stevie along the way. I mean, and I'm obvious in no way am complaining, because it's obviously a big class and there's a lot, and you can't get back to every single person and comment on every single person. I think you were doing a wonderful job. I just, there were a couple things that I just wasn't getting. I was just needed a little like push or something in a different direction, and there were like little things that I was just not tweaking on right. But other than that, I think that everything was absolutely wonderful. Things in specific that I learned. One, the biggest thing is that not everybody's perfect, which is huge. I'm a super big perfectionist, so the understanding that no singer hits a perfect note every single time. Like, they'll dance around the note and it sounds amazing, and even if they mess up, they make it work because they tried the best that they can. As somebody who is a perfectionist, I thought that was a really big thing for me to learn, because if I'm not singing something perfect, I won't sing it like at all. And then if I do sing it and I mess up, I just beat myself up about it, and I'm like the worst singer ever. So I think it was really important for me to hear that, from someone as talented as Stevie, that's just not how life is, at all times. And even the fact of not being able to sing a song that may not be in your style, that doesn't make you a bad singer. That song is just not in your style. And that's something I judge myself on a lot. So I've taken that bit of information and advice, and I'm really trying to run with that, because it doesn't define who you are as an artist. I really like the way that Stevie breaks down and learns a song. It's a lot more effective than what I had been doing, of just putting songs on repeat and listening to it in the background, but I'm not really paying attention. So I was picking up bad habits and bad notes because I wasn't really giving it my full focus. And then when I go to sing it, it's just a bad habit stuck in my head, and now I have to break it. So taking it line by line or word by word, until I really get it right, I think, is a lot more helpful for me. And I love that. I never thought about doing it like that. So I will definitely take that and run with it. I will not take up too much more time. I thought my final performance was, for the most part, great. There were like 2 notes that I wasn't proud of, but it's okay. I think I did a fantastic job. I worked really hard on it. It was harder than I expected, even though I knew that song as long as I did. And again, it's probably because I had learned bad habits in the past, and then I had to correct what I learned. But I am proud of the work that I put out. I am super pleased and happy with this class. I think Stevie is absolutely wonderful and phenomenal, and I loved it. It was great. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good night. Thanks.